My dad, my grandmother, grandfather, they hate tattoos. So even when I told my father, he was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm getting a tattoo." Most of my tattoos have a meaning behind them.
Don had his logo for the National Kidney Foundation. He was showing me it. He had the football, kind of worked into the kidney bean, and I thought it was like kind of interesting idea. We kind of designed this football and have like the natural drop shadow make up the kidney bean.
This one, number one, is the first one since I've had my kidney transplant. Kidney disease is something that I have to deal with for the rest of my life, and there are millions of people around the world dealing with it, so this is like one way to represent. I found out my sophomore year in college. I was playing basketball and I felt sick. You know, I just felt kind of off, like, man, I must be coming down with something. My cousin took me to the hospital, yeah. They did the blood work and they told me there's something wrong with your kidneys, and so I had to get a biopsy done. Once I got that done, they told me I had IgA nephropathy. First question I had was, can I still play? When I retired from the league, I kind of just like broke down in tears. And I remember calling my mom and telling her, and she broke down in tears on the phone with me. My dream was always to play football. And then when that's taken away from you, it was tough to deal with. But at the same time, I understood that my life was important for me to be here, especially for my son. The transplant process was a lot. So my family, they were all willing to get tested. My father, he was the first one to actually do it, and he was a Mat. So, you know, even though I was on 5 different lists, I never had to really go through with that whole process because my father was the guy. Since I retired, like, I've done a lot of work with various organizations. I travel a lot. I see a lot of patients, especially children. I got to live my dream of playing in the NFL. It's all about like looking forward and not thinking about like, man, I have this disease. What am I going to do now? But like now I'm actually scoring against it. I'm battling it. I'm fighting it every day.